So welcome back to the Lewis's Kitchen, and today we're cook oxtail.
What?
Yes, my version of how I prepare my oxtail.
Alright.
And I've already cut out some of the things where, you know, the whole seasoning process. So I'll tell you what I have.
You're gonna show them at least where you use season it up.
Yes, I'm gonna show you walk through, because some of you have some of these things and some of you use something else, which I'd love to know. But for the most part, this is what I use.
Alright, so let's take us over to where you have the season.
Alright. So here, let me put them, I'll put them all so you guys can see them. So this is my reggae seasoning, and it's very flavorful in terms of seasoning up. It's as in
Jamaica choice.
Yes, everything that I do, sorry guys, I try to get my Jamaican products. So this is just like to give the meat a kick in terms of spice.
Okay.
Alright.
What else do we have?
Everybody's familiar with this. This is our
We have the garlic.
good old garlic, and you know the benefits of garlic. It's a form of antibiotic and it's good in terms of flavor. We have our pimento, and these are very big.
What brand is this?
And this is a Jamaican choice again.
Jamaican choice. Okay, cool.
Right. And it says 100 pure whole pimento.
Alright.
Alright, I'll put that through. And again,
Oxtail season.
oxtail seasoning. I've been using it for a while now, and the flavors in there is beautiful. So big up to Blue Mountain Country. That's the brand that I use, and again it's another product from Jamaica.
Right,
so
as
this
well.
is good. Alright.
Ginger powder. I never even noticed that in your thing.
Yes, we put ginger in there, and everybody knows, just like the garlic, ginger has its good benefits.
And this has the same kind of strength as the ginger that if you were to buy it from like a natural, you know what I'm talking about, the natural stuff.
It is just the same, but sometimes I need, you know, the ginger, the natural things are always the best.
Yeah.
Right? So this is just the seasoning one per se, but if I want to go in and get another kick, I will use the old ginger.
The old ginger, alright, cool.
Alright. And then
meat seasoning.
Meat seasoning. So this is general, right across the board. So any meat that you choose to put this in, it can be used on your fish, it can be used on anything in terms of meat to flavor, and it gives another good flavor. And again, as you can see, it's a Blue Mountain.
So between Jamaica choice, Blue Mountain, that is where I work with.
Yes, and there's another one which is hidden around the corner.
The broad bean or butter bean.
The broad bean. Alright, so this of course is the too tight, you know, to give, you know, Jamaica, you have to put your broad bean, your butter bean into your oxtail.
Absolutely.
Right, to give it that right? So I'm going to show you also, I have used my browning. Everybody, you have a different browning at home. I use browning just to catch a color.
And why you use that?
It's just to give the color, and you know, browning doesn't really necessarily have any flavor, and you can make a browning by putting some sugar under some brown sugar to warm, and add a little water, and you get a brownie if you don't have any at home. So you can improvise. But let me show you the color.
So this is the oxtail.
Yes. Also, you can see in there
nice and brown already, like you already cooked.
That's the trick. But this was done yesterday. And I also put my onions, you know, your regular thyme and your scallion, right? And the pimento. So those are just general stuff that you use, and you just rub it up together to give it that.
Maybe next time I will show the people how you season up your meat.
Sure, absolutely. I will definitely walk you through that step.
Alright, so what's next, lady?
Okay, so I'm preheating my pot. So, you know, you can put it on high blaze to warm up your pot quickly. It's your choice, but then you have to lower it when you're going to eat your oil. So I'm going to pour my oil in my pot and allow it to eat slowly.
Again, we're using what, the virgin olive oil?
Yes, we're using the virgin olive oil. You'll always see this in my kitchen, alright? If I don't, then I'll use whatever is there. But for today, this is what I'm doing.
And especially with oxtail, you'll see that oxtail is very greasy. It's just what it is.
So that is where I'm about to tell you. I do not put I just barely put anything. If anytime I'll put anything in the pot at all. But I'm going to do it because I need to sear up my garlic to burst out that flavor. So I'm going to need some oil.
Alright, cool.
So let me show you. Look keenly. That's it.
That's it. Little drop.
Sorry, my pot is not that hot because I just turn it and I'll just spin it
Move it
around.
Watch out. Technique and everything, people.
So it go all the way in the pot. And I'm putting it back. So at this time, with no delay, I'm going to cut up my garlic. I have 3 cloves washed, and I removed the skin from them, and I'm just gonna cut them up
right over the pot.
You know.
And again, people use a lot of garlic in the food, man. This is so beneficial, you know, and it brings out such good flavors. You know what I mean? So if you're cooking your oxtail, definitely you want a lot of garlic. I mean, there is the garlic powder as well. You can use that along with the natural cloves, you know what I mean? So, and don't ask me how I know them things, cause you know, we just know them things.
No, he knows it because he cooks.
You know, because my watch her cook enough.
He's trying to shy away from the pot. I'm gonna hide our good cousin here, relative, auntie and uncle in there.
You don't understand why you eat a relative and auntie and uncle. That's not good.
I'm just playing, it's just you. I'm just trying to crack a joke here. So I'll turn up back my flame just to moderate, and then I'm going to put some water in my pot. Set it aside because you want it to start marinating. You don't just I don't add water immediately to this. I allow it to come up. I'm going to put on my lid, and then allow it to.
And if you could definitely smell what's happening in the kitchen. You can smell that strong garlicky smell, but along with the season that you already put on it, you know, it smells amazing. That's what we have there, man. Beautiful. So now that this thing has been cooking for a while, how long have we been cooking this for?
Maybe 20 to 25 minutes, and then I went ahead because now it's dried out and it looks good as we're gonna open to see what it looks like.
Yeah.
I just added with some regular water here. I'm not gonna use the entire water.
What's in the water?
There is. Let me show you. So I just put some tomato ketchup.
Okay.
And I also use some honey barbecue sauce.
All right.
I also added a tip, just a little bit of brown sugar, just to give it that kick, right? So I'm going to gradually add this water, not adding this water all together.
Okay, so you're just going to take a little at a time.
Right.
Okay.
All right. So let me get my pot holder. Remember.
Safety first, people. Don't burn up on yourself.
Right.
We're not responsible.
So let's see what's in this pot. Voila!
And that looks amazing. So did that just like
it cooks by itself. Just leave
and
it.
for the juice that's in there, how did you add a little water before or?
Well, yes, I went in and I just added a tip of water, nothing much, but then it brought it to this, as you can see. So remember I told you about the oils, it brings its own oil. So you see, that's why you can't put a lot of oil in it because it's a kind of fatty meat.
Okay.
Alright, so you see?
And people don't mind the noise in the background. We have kids. We can't shut our kids off because we're doing this. So whatever you hear in the background, that's a baby. He's usually just always with us. There's games around us, things to find to do, but we just like to hang out with us.
So isn't that beautiful? Let me take it up.
That looks good. Let me see it.
Let me go again. I'm just trying to get some big pieces, you know.
That looks good.
Alright, so we're just going to leave it to come back to a boil again. So the flavors and everything can, you know, so we cover it again. So I'm just gonna put it up not to midway in terms of temperature.
Okay.
We want the pot to get boiling. But again, I have some other stuff that I'll be putting in the pot. I'm going to peel them and then I'll add them as you.
Oh, you're gonna add some vegetables.
Yes. So
Okay.
I'll add my carrots. It's optional. Some people just don't want any carrot, they just add the beans and that's it. But I like carrot because my children loves carrot too.
Especially as a baby.
Right. And then I'm going to add also a small sweet pepper just to bring in and sign the flavor. Also with some thyme. And that's it. And then you just allow taste your pot to make sure that enough salt is in there, not to overly salt your pot, but just to make sure that the salt brings out its flavor too, because the salt does its own thing. So yes guys, that's all there is. So we're going to leave this lid again for another, say 30 minutes, and we'll come back to see with everything that I'm going to put in.
Alright, cool. Alright, so what do we have now, miss?
So I peeled my carrots, and although it seemed a lot, but my children, as I said, love carrots. So you can use a small carrot or a medium carrot to your liking. And I had some small cherry tomatoes with cut up a small bell pepper, and also my freshly thyme, washed and ready to go into my pot.
Alright, cool.
So I'm going to put everything directly into the pot. Alright, so I have opened it, so because I wanted to see in terms of the water how low it was, but it's okay. So I'm just gonna add everything as we speed. Careful, hear that splash?
And you can see the meat looks like it's cooked already, but the thing with oxtail, it's a little hard. It does take some time to cook. You're looking probably to get it like to the right texture, maybe about 2 hours or even more. So don't rush it. It looks cooked, but it's not gonna be the correct texture. Just take your time with it.
Right.
So we're just gonna cover it again?
Yes, we're gonna cover. You wanna look at it? Just
yeah.
Okay. So you can see that it's all. You see the colors? Beautiful.
Beautiful colors.
So I'm leaving it, and I'll check it up again the next half an hour. So keep waiting and waiting. The grand finale is just around the corner.
Don't worry, your half an hour is like 30 seconds. So see you in a little bit.
Alright.
Alright, so now that we've waited our 30 minutes.
Yes.
Let's see what we have.
So now I've used my cutter to remove the lid so I can put in my broad bean
/ butter bean.
You know it has broad bean as well, Jamaicans.
And trust me, this is so delicious, like when they cook up with the meat. So delicious, trust me. I think I look good. So how long before you think this is done?
We can just give this another 20 minutes and
20 minutes? That long?
Yeah.
Alright.
Just to make sure that the beans, you know, because sometimes even though the beans are cooked, sometimes some of them
they're
are
a little bit hard. Yeah.
So we just give it, and it's on, mind you, why I say 20 minutes, it's on
low
heat, so I'm not fast cooking anything. If it was on a high flame, which you want to do, then you would have said probably 5-10 minutes max. Alright, so look, see, and see no more until we're finished. So
hey, I'll be a temple, you know. But the thing though with oxtail too, you want to also test the texture of it. So if it's to your texture,
right, some people like when it just
it's a little bit more harder. Some people like when it just fall off the bone.
So as long as it is cooked, that's the key thing.
Exactly.
You know, you don't want to eat, you can't eat oxtail like that.
Yeah.
Raw. I don't know of that way.
No.
Maybe in a different country, I don't know. But for me, how I grew up, this is how we prepare our oxtail.
Yep.
So we're almost there.
Almost.
So keep patient. You'll see the end product. So stay tuned. Don't move a dial. Yes, the grand finale. It's been a journey. But that's with oxtail and some other meat that we know of, how long it takes to cook. So for no further delay, let me look in the pot.
Yep.
And I turned it off because it would have continued to cook, which I didn't want to.
It looks amazing.
Alright, so here it is.
Alright. And squeeze one of them pieces of meat, let them see how soft this thing is.
Okay,
is it possible for you to do it?
Yes, it is. It's actually falling off the bone, so I just took off one off the bone, as you can see. Yeah, so it took off one off the bone, as you can see.
Looks amazing, man. Ready for eating up, people.
Right, and the beans and the carrots.
Yeah, man.
Cooked. And you see the gravy, it's not greasy. So that's the good part about it, because you know we have to be health conscious and we have to watch all those things. The cholesterol, right?
Of course.
So I'm going to plate it and you guys are going to see. So yes, let's look at it afterwards.
My plate of food in her hand, you know. And as usual, she make me look so greedy, right? Look at this.
A cup of rice with a portion.
Look how amazing that food looks. See that? Wow. 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 All that wow is because I'm like, yo, I can't wait.
Okay, so now that he had wowed over his food that he's now about to devour, I want you guys to do something, and that's to share, like, subscribe, click the notification bell, and please to comment. Alright, so we'll see each other next time. Bye.
Bye.